Welcome to the NGOs attending this wonderful conference starting up on European migration policy. With us we have, first of all, Susanne Hoff from Strada, an NGO dealing with trafficked women, right?
Yeah, with trafficking and preventing trafficking, helping trafficked people.
Okay, and from Amnesty International, Sven Erik.
That's right.
Welcome to you.
Thank you.
And in quite another venue, welcome to Nick Griffin from the Alliance of National Movement, right?
Yes.
You're here with one other company?
I'm here with my president.
With the president?
Yes. Mr. Bruno Gollnisch.
Bruno Gollnisch, where is he from?
He's from France.
From France, all right. But first of all, welcome to all of you. First of all, I would like to hear if any of you had any invitations formally from the Danish presidency or from any of or from the Commission. Have they actually invited you into speak? I would like to start with you.
Yeah, thank you. No, we haven't been invited to a town hall meeting this afternoon, but I can see we haven't been allowed to have any talking time there. And I noticed that the Strada and also another NGO had time to speak, so we are kind of unsatisfied with that. But yeah, we'll try to make ourselves better.
Have you tried to get speaking time? Have you contacted the presidency or some of the organizers to actually be received?
No, but we have a clear idea that they don't want to see us. That's the impression we got from walking around and saying.
So you're not feeling very welcome?
We are not feeling welcome here, but we will try to do our best because we think our cause is also important.
How about, Amnesty International has not really been formally invited.
No, actually we're very disappointed right now. We have been invited of course, to the town hall meeting, but that's all basically. We're very disappointed they haven't got any, copies of the Commission proposal right now, so we're just still waiting for it, so that'd be great.
And what about Strada? You're more of a specialized NGO within the area.
Yes, we are more specialized within the area, but we are also concerned with general migration policy as it touches upon trafficking as a regulation device. And we are very happy that we have been invited to speak at the town hall meeting.
So you have had actually speaking time?
Yes, we are the last speaker.
Were you given any reasons why, since it's not generally accepted that NGO gets speaking time, why do you think that your NGO has gotten speaking time when the others haven't?
Yeah, I think that's because our goal of providing a safety for trafficked people and preventing trafficking at all is trying to address the root causes, and then we also try to lobby or make the governments aware that this is a serious problem and this needs to be considered when talking or negotiating a common migration policy, because immigration policy touches on so many issues within trafficking. So I think they gave us a chance to tell them what we think is important for them.
Have you tried to get any speaking time by lobbying your national governments? I mean, you're from Britain and Bruno is from France. I mean, these are big, powerful nations.
Yeah, we have not talked to them yet, but definitely we'll, during the summit, try to contact them, because obviously we cannot negotiate for, I can negotiate for UK, and Mr. Gollnisch cannot negotiate for France. So obviously we have, we want to obviously try to affect them to protect also our people and our nation states, because that's why we're here. We are afraid that every day masses of migrants come to Europe, but there are no jobs for them. And somehow the politicians in power, the EU politicians, keeps on saying or giving the impression that there are jobs for immigrants, but there are not. So they kind of trick them into come to Europe, where there is no future for them. And therefore we want to be more honest and clear, say we don't have any more room for migrants in Europe, and
Okay.
that's why we're here.
Yeah. But how do you feel as NGOs that this summit provides for you? How do you? I mean, I can hear that Amnesty and Nationalist don't really feel welcomed or part of the
Not at
process.
all, actually. We haven't been giving anything, actually. Just, the invitation to the meeting. But then it's actually nice that we have a fellow friend in the Strada International, so we in some way can get up, make our voices heard, hopefully.
So it's actually possible to get help from some of those who get a bit more
Hopefully,
information.
I think we have to take a grip of the hand we are going to get reached.
But Nick, getting back to you, since you are not actually, I mean, you don't have any NGO friends that you can draw on.
Unfortunately, no.
Have you tried contacting your Strada for getting some information?
No, I have not. No, I have not. But I'm quite sure that La Strada is not interested in hearing what I or Mr. Gonich have to say, unfortunately.
But if you could bring up a point at the conference, I mean, it's very clear that you're not a big fan of migration. So if there has to be, I mean, do you even favor a common migration policy at all?
I won't say we don't. We want international cooperation if it's mutual beneficial for everybody. But we are afraid that the nation states are taking away the power to control their own borders. So obviously we want a strong external border to protect from migration, but it shouldn't be at the expense of our own borders. And that's why we're here also, to ensure that each nation state has the right to control its own border, but also obviously.
So are you working on a dual strategy? That is, you want a fairly tight external border, but without compromising the internal borders?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so no big fan of Schengen either?
No.
Okay. But what about Amnesty? What are your concerns with migration?
Migration, basically, we of course in for migration, but we very much like the human rights, of course, fundamental human rights. We think that's very important that all kind of immigrants, labor immigrants, or basically just academics or irregular immigrants, all are welcomed, and they appreciate the more human fundamental rights for the single individual to come into the EU, not only focusing on persons that actually contribute or benefit for the EU and the government.
So what concerns you most about common migration policy?
That basically that every migration and migrant, of course, have the same opportunity, and they're not actually just being thrown to detentions and being imprisoned in secret prisons, as we have seen already in Poland and Italy.
But do you see a common migration policy as a solution or a problem to them?
No, actually, I think that could be actually a very good thing. But hopefully, we just have to make the right decisions. And we have been peeking a little bit at the Commission proposal right now, and it seems very, very nice. Actually, they have become more humane, or they start to celebrate some sort of more human values. That's very great.